Welcome back, beautiful yogis. My name is Danielle, and I'm super excited about today's practice because we are going to target your achy back. If you're enjoying the classes, please press the subscribe button, and I would love to hear from you, so leave a comment below and let me know how this practice may have helped you. For the class today, you can grab a block, or sometimes I use a water bottle. If a block isn't available, you'll see that it's the same exact height. Something to bring the floor closer to your hand to help those tight legs. Let's begin down in the supine position on your back. As you roll down onto your back, you can bring your knees into the chest. And bring the hands right below the knees onto the shins if that's possible. If not, go ahead and hold at your hamstrings. Close your eyes. And begin to tune inwards. Take a few sighs out through the mouth. Today we'll get into the hips, hamstrings, the psoas muscle, upper back, low back, shoulders, backs of the legs. It's going to be a great practice. Now you can start breathing in and out through the nose, letting the belly expand, pressing into the thighs. Letting the belly drop down in towards the spine on the exhalation. And as you lie here, bringing the knees in towards the chest, see if you can begin to elongate the breath to a 5 count in and a 5 count out. So we exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see if you can lift the forehead up towards the knees as you breathe out. 2, 1, and inhale as you roll back down. Exhaling up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that way you start to move with your breath. Do it one more time at your own pace. Inhaling. Set your feet down on the ground. Bring your hands onto the tops of your thighs so the heels of your hands rest right at the top of the leg or the thigh, pressing into the hip crease. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, gently press the thighs away from you. Breathe out. Inhale, you can release a little bit. Let the belly expand, and then exhale, pressing slightly away, stretching the psoas a bit. One more time. Breathe out. Now as you release, you can roll onto your side or bring the knees into the chest and start to rock forwards and back a few times. Remember to honor yourself and whatever is going on in your own body personally. A year ago, I wasn't able to rock forwards and back on my spine because I had some injuries in my body. So go ahead and listen to what you need. We'll come up onto the hands and the knees. Tuck the toes under, get into the Achilles, hands under the shoulders. Remember the 5 count in and the 5 count out. Just a couple of cow and cat pose for spinal extension and flexion. Also use the breath to move inwards, away from the outside world. Withdrawal of the senses, pratyahara. And come back to center. Let your eyes look just At the top of your fingers, if you were to make a triangle, your eyes can gaze at the top of the triangle so that the back of the neck stays nice and long. Now find your balance and we'll move into opposite limb lift. So the right leg will press back, left arm forwards, and this might be where you stay. Inhaling and exhaling. Think of lengthening outwards as you exhale. And as you breathe in, try to press the floor away so that the shoulder moves away from the ears, and draw the navel up and in. When we find a steady gaze, a focal point, in Sanskrit we call dristi. So find your dristi or your focal point. And release down, and we'll start on the other side. On the inhale, stretch the limbs out. On the earth, thumb up, pinky down. Feel the ground, slow down, and begin to lift. Right arm rises, left leg lifts. Just 3 breaths. Relax your jaw. You may still be counting your breath, and that's good. It's good to find the present moment through the breath. One more time, and release the limbs down. Now take the hands a little in front of the shoulders, about an inch or 2, walk the knees slightly back. Tuck the toes if they're not already tucked, lift the knees, and press up into downward facing dog. Let's pedal the legs out. Little bend in the knees now, lifting the sit bones up and back. It's a wonderful stretch. It really targets all of the large muscles in the body, helps all of the joints. So you could just hold this for 10 breaths if you didn't have time to take a yoga practice. 5 count breath in, 5 count breath out. Now look between your hands, walk your feet up to the top of the mat. We'll come into a forward fold, Uttanasana. Separate your feet, hips distance, lift all 10 toes, and try to set the toes back down, making those footprints on the mat. A little bend in the knees, rest the belly on the thighs, bring the head down. So this is option 1, hands on the ground. You could also have your hands on a block. Breathe out through your mouth now for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe now you take your hands to your elbows. Breathe into the sides of the body. Release any extra worry you're carrying on your shoulders. My intention for you is that you will feel good after this practice. Your body will feel more mobile. Your mind will be clearer. And you'll feel a little more connected to your heart. Release the hands down to the ground. This is another option. Hands come behind the back. Interlace the fingers. Reach the knuckles up towards the ceiling. See if you can keep the elbows slightly bent. If this is not available for you, then take the hands back to the elbows. 3 breaths. Your feet are still active, grounding to our earth, your earth. How often do you walk from your house to the car, or the car to wherever it is you may be going, and don't even feel the ground beneath you? And release the arms down to the ground. We'll take half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Ardha means half. Reach the top of the head forwards and exhale and fold. You can also place the hands on the shins. and folding forward. So I would like you to check your body position here and make sure that when you come up halfway, that your upper back isn't rounding and your tailbone isn't tucked under the way that I have mine now. So by pressing your inner thighs back and finding an anterior tilt of your pelvis and pressing the heart forwards, lengthening the back of the neck, you'll find that you feel a little bit more space. Exhale, fold. We'll sweep the arms out to the sides and come all the way up. Squeeze the backs of the legs for Urdhva Hastasana. Bring the hands to the heart space. Close your eyes. Take a few breaths. Set an intention for you. A realistic goal. Maybe it's feeling your breath for the whole practice today. And then let your eyes open. Release the hands down by the sides. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold down to the earth. Inhale, half lift. Exhale and fold. So we're taking a few half salutations to get a little warmth in the body. You can take a deeper back bend. Exhale and fold. Just one more. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. I like to slide my hands down the back of my legs. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. You can bring both feet together, big toes to touch. Interlace the hands, point the index fingers up, reach the arms up and overhead, feel the legs super strong, create a strong foundation, and now bow over to your left side. So we're stretching the right side of the body. Use the left hand to kind of tug on the right hand. Try to get your arms as straight as you can. Push your hips further to the right. Maybe look upwards. Try to roll your right shoulder back a bit, and the left side of the chest will move towards the ceiling. Come back up to center. Exhale, release the hands. Inhale, interlace the hands once again, the way that feels a little bit different. Point your index fingers up, reach up, squeeze the legs so the feet are pressing down, the feet are making imprints. Bow up and over to the right side, engaging the legs. You start to explore and feel your body. Turn your gaze towards the ceiling, if that's available. If it's too intense, lower your right hand down towards the right leg. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands return to the heart. Close the eyes, take a breath in and out. You can exhale out through the mouth. Maybe you're starting to feel real good. Reach the arms out and up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold to the ground for Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, we'll come into low lunge. Step your left foot back, lower down onto your back knee. On the inhale for 5, reach the arms up. 3, 4, 5. On the exhale, take the right hand out towards the right and bring it down towards your sacrum or your low back, maybe gazing out towards the side. Exhaling for 5. Inhale back to center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale, hands can come down to the ground. Back to downward dog. Right leg presses up towards the ceiling. Working the core a little bit. Exhale, right knee towards the nose. You can also be on the left knee. Inhale, press the leg back. Exhale, press the right foot forwards between the hands. Low lunge again for a 5 count. Breathe in. And exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale back to center. Exhale, release the hands down. Press the right leg back. Exhale, knee towards the nose. Inhale, press the leg back. Exhale, set the right foot down between the hands. Last low lunge. Inhale, rising all the way up. Exhale into your twist. You can place the hand on the sacrum. Inhale to center. Exhale, release the hands down. Right leg presses back. Exhale, knee to nose. Press the leg back. And set the right foot down on the ground between the hands. We'll set up for a hamstring stretch. You can walk your right foot forwards, curl the toes back, and place your block, if you'd like, on the inside of your right calf or ankle. Place the hands on the block and hinge forwards. I'll show you how to use the water bottle if you don't have a yoga block. You can see it works just the same. Try to engage the right leg. Folding over, it's a little bit of a twist. The sternum just shifts a bit to the right. Try to pull your pinky toe edge side of the foot back. And inhale, come back up. We'll place the right foot down on the ground. Spin your left foot back. We'll walk the hands over towards the left for this modified side plank. The left hand is in line with the left knee. The right arm reaches out and over the ear, palm facing down. You can lift the right leg up off the ground if you'd like. Now we're going to move to the other side of the mat, so the right hand will come down to the ground. You walk the left foot back to your downward facing dog. Little bend in the knees. Breathe out through the mouth. Sighing out, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's move to the second side. Left leg will reach back, knee towards the nose. Press the left leg back. Exhale, foot comes down between the hands. Low lunge, inhale for 5. And exhale, left hand can come down onto the sacrum. Keep your gaze down for balance. You'll breathe into that right psoas, the right side of the belly, and the right low back. Inhale back to center. And exhale, release the hands down. Left foot presses back. Inhale, knee towards the nose. Press it back. Exhale, knee towards the nose. Set the foot down between the hands, low lunge. Left foot steps back. Knee to nose, last one. Low lunge, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, press the leg back. Remember to modify if it's too intense now. Left foot comes down for our hamstring stretch or half splits. Walk your back knee a little further back. Use your block. You can also place the block under your leg on the medium height. Walk the front toes forwards. And when you can, curl the toes back, inch your heel forwards a little bit further. Again, we want to move away from this rounding position to more of a extended position. Take a few breaths. Little micro adjustments. Left hip moves back, right hip forwards. Still practicing slow, steady breathing. Move away from the rough waters of your day. Move inwards. Find the calm, sweet place. Now you push into your hands. Set your left foot down on the ground. Place the block off to the side if you are using it, and we'll set up for our modified side plank. The right foot kicks out to the left. Walk your hands over to the right. Right hand comes down. Left arm reaches out towards the right and over the ear, palm facing down. Take a breath into the left side of the body here. Look down for balance. Maybe shift and pivot forwards on the big toe of the back foot and possibly lift the leg up. So we're stretching and strengthening. One last breath. Lower your left hand down and we'll return to downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Breathe out and let it go. Clearing space. There's not long until the end of the year. Get rid of all the stuff that you don't need. You can begin to lift the right leg up and back. The right foot comes down between the hands. Setting up for a warrior one, turn the back foot out. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, sit a little deeper. Now you can stay here. You can also bring the hands down by the sides, reaching them back towards the wall behind you, or you can interlace the hands behind the back, bringing the top of the head forwards a little bit further, and eventually bringing it down towards your ankle. The top of the head moves towards the earth. We're hovering it over the ground. The right shoulder moves on the inside of the right knee. Strong back leg. Watch your hips don't swing out, so tuck them underneath. Reach up through the knuckles, down through the feet. You can feel the energy in the body. Strong and steady. Rise back up. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, hands come down. Inhale, press the right leg back to down dog. Exhale, breathe out. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, foot comes down between the hands for that full 5 count. Turn the back foot out, warrior one. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sit deep. Feel any areas that are tight and try to send breath, space, softening into those areas. You want to feel good. We're not straining ourselves. If you feel like you are, then modify the pose. Bring the hands to your hips. You can bow forwards a little bit. Head reaches towards the top of the mat. Maybe interlace the hands. Exhale, bring the top of the head in the direction of the ground. Over time, give yourself time. Strength, courage, honesty. Inhale, rise up. 3, 4, 5. Exhale, hands come down. Downward facing dog as you breathe in and breathe out. 2 more breath cycles. One more breath. From here, lower down onto the knees. Bring the hands a little bit back under the shoulders. Shift the shoulders past the wrist. Hug the elbows in. Begin to descend towards the ground for chaturanga. And release all the way down. Now you can take your hands in line with your chest. Hug your elbows in. Bring the forehead down. Strong legs. We'll come into cobra pose. Press into the hands. Begin to lift and lengthen. Exhale and descend. Remember that 5 count. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. One more time. Strong legs. exhale and descend.
Bring the hands in front. Place the hands under the forehead. Turn the toes out and the heels in for 3 breaths. Relax your upper back. Breathe into the low back, the sides of the body. And from here, you can roll over onto your back. And as you do that, come into a seated position so that you come back onto your hands, maybe your forearms. You can bend your legs, make enough space so that you can cross the right ankle on top of the left thigh, curl the toes back, and then you can come up onto your hands if that's available. Lift the left toes to deepen the posture. And again, we want to tip the pelvis forwards, anterior tilt of the pelvis. Roll the arm bones back. Use the right ankle and the left thigh for leverage. Close your eyes. Inhale to the heart. Exhale into the hip crease. You may hear my dog in the background moaning and groaning. The sweet life of sleeping all day, I suppose. And let's switch sides, release. Uncross the legs, left leg, ankle, on top of the right thigh, lift the right toes. Now that might be too intense. Notice your pelvis, is it tucked under? Tip it forwards. You can turn your hands in any direction. Pivot a little bit. Close the eyes if you find you're looking around at any distractions around you. Connecting to my breath, becoming present, moving inwards to my heart really changed my life. It was something so very special and different that other activities never gave me. Reach your arms forwards, stretch them out, roll down onto your back. It's something we don't really learn from a young age, is how to slow down, how to be present, and how to relax and unwind. Let's bend our legs just to finish our practice off. We'll cross the right leg over the left, kind of like eagle legs. Walk your left foot a little bit towards the right side of your mat. You can use a block. It's one of my favorite things to do here. Set it under your thigh and just let the legs fall over to the left. For support, you can take the arms into a cactus or a T position. Close the eyes, take a few breaths. And feel the prop under the leg. Let the legs go. Breathe into the belly. Release tension that the organs are holding. And then come back to center. If you use the block, you can bring it to the other side. A pillow is good too. Cross the legs the opposite way. Left leg over the top. Walk the right foot a little to the left. Bring the block under the thigh, let the legs fall. You could also turn the head a little bit to the left if you wanted to here. Let go for 3 breaths. Still 5 count of breathing. And slowing down. When we are younger, growing up, it's not taught to us feeling our emotions, knowing what our emotions are. It might be something new for you to move slower. It might almost feel foreign or like you can bring the block off to the side. We'll come into our final resting pose. I will link a long Shavasana here for you. I will link a long Shavasana right here for you. If you have the time, please go ahead and do that nice 10-minute Shavasana. Otherwise, take 1 or 2 minutes, bring your legs down by your sides. Tuck your shoulder blades under, bring your head down, let the legs roll out. Let your feet be wider than your hips. Let your eyes close. Relax your jaw. Tell yourself that you are just where you need to be. Give yourself 1 or 2 more minutes. Give yourself permission to rest. Still practicing pratyahara. Finding your inner gaze, your inner drishti. Look right between the lungs. Imagine you're looking into a beautiful light, a ray of light shining bright. You can start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, your wrists, your ankles. Reach the arms overhead. It's a new day, a new start, a new beginning. Use your breath, your strength, and your courage as you move on your journey. Roll onto your side. Cover your eyes for just a brief moment. Remind yourself of your intention. Can you set a new intention for when you leave your mat? Maybe it's finding your breath as you move through your day. You can call it a breath pit stop or a breath break. Use your hands, push yourself up. Use your hands to lift your head, come into an easy seat. Return your hands to your heart space. And close our practice today with the sound of Om, representing the past, the present, the future, and all the spaces in between. You can join along if you'd like, or not. Breathe in. Aum. Namaste. Once again, yogis, thank you so much for joining. I hope that this practice has made you feel good, and I'll see you again on the mat. Be sure to show your love and press the subscribe button. Share with a friend and hit that notification bell. Have a great day.